Argentina's produced some amazing talent in football, and Messi and Maradona are the best ones yet. But who's better? Let's compare them and see who'd be better if they played in the same era. Dribbling. With Messi and Maradona, the hardest comparison would be of dribbling skills. Both of them were masters of dribbling and could beat defenders for fun. Maradona, with his lower center of gravity, was a magician in tight spaces, leaving defenders grasping at his shifty movements. His iconic World Cup run against England is a prime example. It looks like he wasn't even trying, and he pretty much ran past the entire English squad. And this wasn't a one-time thing. He used to leave legendary defenders mesmerized all the time. Messi, on the other hand, is 37 now and still bosses the defenders in the MLS. He glides past opponents with lightning-fast changes of direction, creating opportunities for himself and his teammates. Both were phenomenal, but with a slight nuance. Maradona thrived in close dribbling, while Messi excels at beating defenders with agility and acceleration. Who's better? Well, you're probably gonna hear this again, but depends. Some might favor Maradona's close control magic, while others are captivated by Messi's explosive changes of pace. But dribbling is useless if defenders can just catch you back up. Pace. So, who's got more pace? While dribbling prowess defines both Messi and Maradona, their approaches to pace are different. Young Maradona possessed explosive speed, a blur leaving defenders in his wake. His ability to surge past opponents on the counterattack was a key weapon in his arsenal. And if he wanted to, he could just knock the ball past a defender and beat him for pace. Messi, though, has had to rely on his dribbling a bit more than his pace. He's pretty rapid, don't get me wrong, but he's got acceleration, not speed. Messi's probably the fastest player in a 10-meter sprint, but over 100, he'd fall behind. But trust me, with skills like Messi, he doesn't need the raw pace. In terms of pure sprinting speed, Maradona takes the edge. His explosive bursts were legendary, but this next part is even more important for a striker: shooting. Because you can beat as many defenders as you want. If you can't score, all the skills are useless. When it comes to finishing, both Lionel Messi and Diego Maradona were lethal in front of goal. However, their styles differed significantly. Maradona possessed a powerful shot with either foot. He could unleash thunderbolts from a distance or curl the ball into the top corner with remarkable precision. His left foot in particular was a weapon, as evidenced by his iconic solo goal against England in 1986. Messi had a similar left foot, but the technique is slightly different. He's a master of finesse with an unnerving eye for goal. Even his free kicks are a part of his arsenal. But when it comes to who's the superior shooter, it's another close call. I guess it might depend on what you value more again: raw power or clinical finishing, passing. But no matter how good of an attacker they are, they were always a part of a team. The beautiful game isn't just about individual brilliance, and both Messi and Maradona understood the power of the perfect pass. Maradona, with that left foot of his, was a visionary passer. He could split defenses with inch-perfect through balls, unlocking scoring opportunities for teammates with his magical touch. But it was mostly just because defenders were so scared of his individual ability that they left spaces for his teammates to run into. Messi's kinda similar. He boasts exceptional vision and passing ability. However, his approach is a bit different. He creates space himself before passing the ball. He excels at weaving through defenders, drawing them out of position before finding the killer pass that dissects the defense. His ability to control the tempo of the game and dictate playmaking's a key strength. You'd think he's a goal scorer, but he can also find a pass when he wants to. Considering the type of player Messi became in the MSN era, we have to give the better passing to Messi, but it's closer than you might think. Defending. And finally, defending. Their job was to score goals, so neither Messi nor Diego Maradona were renowned for their defense. But closing down and putting in the miles is also important. And considering how Messi literally just walks around the pitch when he doesn't have the ball, this point is clearly Maradona's. It won't matter though. Defending's not something I'm looking for in a perfect attacker. Now that we're done with the attributes, let's have a look at some other things that make a great player. Trophy cabinet. Being the best player doesn't always equate to having a bustling trophy cabinet. But when it comes to Messi and Maradona, we pretty much have to compare them. Lionel Messi boasts an astonishing collection, highlighted by a record-breaking 8 Ballon d'Or, the most prestigious individual award in football. However, the true crown jewel might be his World Cup title with Argentina in 2022, a long-awaited triumph that silenced doubters and ended the Ronaldo Messi debate. Maradona, though, has a World Cup of his own. And domestically, Maradona enjoyed success with Napoli, leading them to 2 Serie A titles. Overall, it's a close call, but Messi's individual dominance edges it for him. 8 Ballon d'Ors are no joke. Best goals. But trophies aside, who scored the best goal ever? For this, we have to choose each player's best goal ever, and as impossible as it might sound, I think I found the best ones. Maradona's masterpiece remains his weaving run against England in the 1986 World Cup. Receiving the ball in his own half, he dribbled past 5 English defenders before slotting the ball into the net, beating the entire English squad on his way to the goal. It was more difficult to find one for Messi because all of them are amazing. I decided to go with his goal against Manuel Neuer in the UCL semifinal in 2015. Neuer was at the peak of his powers, and he was so confident he even called Messi out in the pre-match press conference. And in reply, Messi embarrassed him with 2 goals in 3 minutes. The second one was out of this world. Boateng was probably the best defender in the world those days, and Neuer was even a Ballon d'Or nominee. Which one's better? That question's impossible to answer. You could pick one if you want, but I'm going to call it a tie. Club scores. But goals are goals, no matter how they're scored. What matters more is when and why the goals are scored. Or in simpler words, it's about how the player served their club. Club glory paints a complex picture. Lionel Messi's reign at Barcelona was legendary. He spent nearly 2 decades there, making their tiki-taka style his own. 10 La Liga titles and 4 Champions Leagues are nothing to scoff at. Maradona's path was different. He bounced around clubs, achieving iconic status with Napoli. In a city starved for success, he led them to their first ever Serie A titles. That Serie A title probably meant more to the people of Napoli than 9 out of the 10 La Liga titles Messi won. But in terms of sheer numbers, Messi takes this one. International success. But players play for both club and country, and if Messi took the club's success, Maradona has quite the record in international tournaments. Both of them obviously donned the iconic Argentina jersey, but the players around them were massively different. Diego Maradona's international career is defined by his leadership in Argentina's 1986 World Cup win. He was the undisputed leader, pretty much carrying the team on his shoulders. On the other hand, Lionel Messi's international career was marked by frustration until 2022. Despite individual brilliance, he lacked a major trophy with Argentina. However, in 2022, he finally silenced doubters by leading Argentina to Copa America glory and, most importantly, the World Cup. Both of them won exactly 1 World Cup, but the amount of times Messi failed to do it, despite the talent he had around himself in attack, makes me think Maradona did a better job for his nation. But the most important factor is yet to come. Legacy. Undoubtedly, we're talking about legends of the game. This seems weird to say, but who's more legendary? Basically, who left a better legacy? The debate goes beyond statistics and trophies. Lionel Messi and Diego Maradona transcended the sport, each leaving an unforgettable mark on football history. They inspired millions of people to play the sport, and especially for Argentina, they shaped the future of football. Messi's obviously still playing and is the jewel of the MLS, even at the age of 37. Maradona, though, had an entire country in tears when he announced his retirement. I can't disrespect either one by saying the other one left a better legacy, but you certainly can. So think to yourself, who do you think was more important as a football figure? And if you need time to decide, you can always watch this next video as you try to find an answer. See you there.